why military voluntary education is important. For one, it helps them get promoted in the military. They get promotion points for taking civilian education. It makes them more educated. And I'm a firm believer in education. The main goal of education is to build intelligence, but also down the road to build character, civic responsibility. And I think we provide that opportunity for soldiers to do that. Our most popular programs are our voluntary off-duty college with the University of Maryland, Central Texas College, and Troy University. We have a lot of people that use tuition assistance. We provide financial aid information for spouses so they can go to school. My CCA is a very popular program, and that is for spouses. We have one of our biggest programs, Army personnel testing. We have a lot of special forces that take the DLPT, the Defense Language Proficiency Test. We have a lot of soldiers that come in here that cannot use tuition assistance because of the current policies, but they can take Dante's and college level examination CLEP test. That whole process starts when they first come to newcomers orientation, because we're part of that. We give a briefing at newcomers orientation with just a brief overview. The same week that they go through the newcomers orientation, they also attend 4 days of Head Start. During the Head Start, there is one 30-minute segment that I go in and I counsel or provide information about our major education programs. And this is a wonderful opportunity for the soldiers that are in this building to come and see me during their breaks. It's a continuing process. It starts when they first come in the service, and it ends the last 2 or 3 months when they get out through ACAP and Transition TAP program. Don't stop. Don't have any excuses. If you're deployed or you're on some type of medical leave, or if you can't use tuition assistance, don't stop and wait. You know, there's always different ways of obtaining civilian education. For example, the Dante's and CLEP test, there's over 70 different examinations that military service members can take for free. I can provide them study materials. I can show them where they can go online, 3 different websites. I can show them where they can take practice tests. It's free for active duty military. So just don't stop. Don't make an excuse not to continue to work on your education. Right now, there's 2 basic GI Bills that most soldiers are eligible for. They're still signing them up for the Montgomery GI Bill and boot camp. A lot of people are still taking advantage of that. But they also, after they've served so many months after 9-10-01, they're also become eligible for the post 9/11. One of the biggest misconceptions that soldiers have about the GI Bill, because they've served that active duty, they think that they automatically have the post 9/11, and that's not so. You have to do the paperwork to switch from the Montgomery to the post 9/11. The difference of the two, real quick, the Montgomery GI Bill, as a veteran, you get a lump sum amount of money every month when you go to school. Presently, a full-time student gets $1,717 a month. How they spend that money, the VA doesn't care. But with that amount of money, you have to pay tuition, living costs, textbooks, anything involved in your education. The post 9/11, for most people, is a better deal, because you get 100% of the tuition paid for at any public school that you want to go to. You get up to $1,000 a year to help you pay for textbooks. Plus, you get a monthly housing allowance. And that's the big kicker and the real big difference, because you get wherever your home campus zip code, and of course it's based on cost of living. A big addition to the post 9/11 is the transferability. Transferability is you have the opportunity to basically give your GI Bill up to anybody that falls underneath you in DEERS, your children, or your spouse. But it is a retention tool. You have to have 6 years of active duty and agree to serve 4 more. I honestly believe that the Army's doing everything they can to provide opportunity at the very beginning. This new program with TAP, called Soldiers for Life, is going to give soldiers an opportunity to come into their first duty station and make a career map, a degree plan, and start working on what they want to do way before they're even thinking about getting out of the service. We're here to provide assistance in so many different education programs, and what I always tell people and what I understand is not everyone wants to go to college. There's a lot of people that are in the military that don't want to get a college degree, a bachelor's or a master's degree. But what I try to tell everybody is that you can use your GI Bill for apprenticeship, on the job, flight training, underwater welding, key mason. You know, you don't have to just take an academic type course. And I think that we're getting the word out pretty good at Torii Station. Japanese Head Start is a 32-hour program at Torii Station. It hits a little bit on the language, but what we try to do is cultural awareness. One of the most popular things that we have in the Japanese Head Start is that we take them to the Japanese Air Defense Base and we let them have a briefing on World War II. And they actually see the maps and where the war took place on Okinawa. It's just a beginning point. And now, with the exception of policy that we have, it's affects soldiers in Japan, now they're going to have an opportunity, regardless of their education level, regardless of the TA policy, how it affects them, to take up to 15 semester hours of Japanese language and cultural and history classes. And I think that's just a wonderful opportunity for young soldiers. Maybe not get too deep into the Japanese language, because it is, a lot of people think it's very difficult, but also have a good awareness of where they are, what they're doing, the people around them, their religion, and things of that nature. I think it's good for soldiers when they first in process and they're in, I think I already said that, when they're first in the education center during Head Start, to take the time and come and talk to me about the career plans, but also come down to the administration office and talk to Kimi or Toyama-san about getting in or activating their GoArmy Ed account. You have to have an active GoArmy Ed account to be able to use tuition assistance. And they're very helpful people, and they will assist a soldier and walk them right through and get them ready to use tuition assistance.